Hello everyone and welcome to my Sister Wives Gossip. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. ROV's reality star Teddi Mellencamp says docs miss melanoma spreading. Look what happened. Teddi Mellencamp is most recognized for her role on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Recently, she has been speaking out about her continuing struggle with stage 4 melanoma. Doctors initially diagnosed her with stage 2 melanoma in October 2022 after she had a mole removed. Her friends have been supporting her since the treatment began. The 44-year-old revealed in early 2025 that doctors discovered a tumor in her brain and lungs. This resulted in a stage 4 cancer diagnosis. So far, Mellencamp has gone through 17 surgeries and is presently undergoing immunotherapy and radiation. Fans were in shock to learn about her diagnosis. Keep on reading to find out more about Teddi's journey of diagnosis. Beyond the reality show The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Teddi Mellencamp has been long enough in the public eye for the accountability program, ALN by Teddi. It is a project that promotes a diet routine and mental discipline. Mellencamp has built a brand centered on physical transformation and mental resilience. Viewers have always admired her interest in topics like personal growth. In her podcast, Two Teas in a Pod, with fellow reality star Tamra Judge, Mellencamp talks openly about her health journey, including her ongoing battle with melanoma. She has discussed her coping mechanisms and shared her results with viewers online. Her health awareness resonated with millions of her fans. ROV's Mellencamp reveals doctors missing her melanoma escalating. Teddi Mellencamp, the reality star from The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, revealed that doctors delayed diagnosing her cancer, and the consequences trouble her. She mentioned how, irrespective of her regular doctor visits, her cancer went unnoticed. "I go to a doctor every 3 months. Why wouldn't they get me checked?" she asked. Mellencamp's case triggered broader conversation about the boundaries of routine testing procedures for skin cancer cases. Specialists have observed that although one melanoma is typically treatable, it requires a comprehensive check, which may include full-body imaging. In Mellencamp's case, doctors considered her previous melanomas less risky and therefore did not give her full imaging. This is one of the decisions that Mellencamp questions when she reflects. She recalls situations where similar cancer situations remained unnoticed until they became fatal. She also discussed losing energy and a decline in her stamina and strength, saying, "Now I don't have the physical strength I used to." Yet she tries to be engaging through gentle and light workouts and regular walks. Additionally, determination and a proper routine help her maintain a positive mindset. Mellencamp emphasized the importance of becoming your health advocate. She has her takeaway that we all need to be more aware of our health and should ensure we are not overlooking anything that is affecting us severely, mentally, or physically. Stay tuned to TV season and spoilers for the latest updates on Mellencamp's cancer battle. Teddi Mellencamp, known for her candid personality on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, is no stranger to sharing the intimate moments of her life, but nothing could prepare her fans, or even herself, for the chilling health battle she now finds herself confronting. In a recent emotional revelation, the 43-year-old reality star opened up about a terrifying medical oversight that nearly cost her everything. Teddi disclosed that doctors missed the fact that her melanoma was spreading, and spreading fast, and despite being reassured multiple times that her checkups were routine and her scans nothing to worry about, she says something inside her kept telling her to dig deeper. That gut feeling may have saved her life. A gut instinct that wouldn't be silenced. It started with what seemed like a harmless mole. Teddi had been diligent about skin checks, especially after her first melanoma diagnosis in 2022. The mother of 4 had been documenting her journey ever since, hoping to raise awareness, even when it meant facing criticism online. "I kept going back and forth to the dermatologist," she said in an emotional Instagram video. "They kept saying, 'It's nothing, we'll just keep an eye on it.' But I could feel something changing." Teddi described waking up at night with an anxious flutter in her chest an instinct that told her not to ignore the quiet voice warning her something was wrong. She admits that she almost silenced it, chalking it up to overthinking, but it was her own past experience with cancer that pushed her to demand that could have turned fatal. After being reassured for months that her biopsies were clear, Teddi finally saw another specialist who took one look and ordered a more aggressive battery of tests. That's when the truth hit like a ton of bricks. Melanoma cells had spread deeper than anyone had anticipated. It was already advancing, Teddi revealed. We were no longer talking about a surface-level situation. It had started moving beyond the skin. While it hadn't reached her lymph nodes yet, doctors confirmed it was dangerously close. The oversight had allowed her condition to escalate. Had she waited another few months, the outcome could have been drastically different. Not just a scare, but a call to action. For Teddi, the revelation wasn't just a personal scare. It was a public alarm. She took to social media with a message that mixed vulnerability with strength. Listen to your body, she wrote. You know when something isn't right, even if the experts tell you it is. Teddi's followers, many of whom have followed her journey from reality TV to wellness coach, flooded the comments with support, gratitude, and their own stories of misdiagnosed health conditions. You saved my life, one fan wrote, revealing that Teddi's transparency inspired her to get a second opinion that uncovered an early-stage breast cancer diagnosis. Fighting while mothering. As a busy mom, Teddi's priority has always been her children, Slate, Cruz, Dove, and stepdaughter Isabella. She admits that the hardest part wasn't the pain or the procedures, but the thought of not being there for their milestones. There was a night where I just sat in the bathroom floor crying, she said. My kids were asleep. My husband Edwin was working late, and I just let it all out. The fear, the guilt, the frustration. I didn't want to scare anyone, but inside I was terrified. Still, Teddi says her kids became her fuel. Every doctor's visit, every treatment plan, and every scar now holds meaning. Every time I look in the mirror, I think, this body is fighting so I can be around for them. A broken system. Teddi's journey has also sparked a bigger conversation about flaws in the healthcare system. She's calling for more aggressive protocols when it comes to skin cancer screenings, especially for people with a history like hers. Too often we get brushed off because we look healthy or because the first biopsy doesn't show something alarming, she said. But melanoma doesn't care about your clean blood work. It doesn't care if you eat clean or work out 5 days a week. It hides, and it waits. She's working closely with melanoma foundations and pushing for education initiatives, especially targeting young women who may not think they're at risk. She believes her platform comes with a responsibility to speak out. What's next for Teddi? With a fresh round of treatments and regular scans scheduled, Teddi remains cautiously optimistic. We caught it just in time, she says, her voice firm but hopeful. But it shouldn't have gotten this far. She's balancing advocacy with self-care, something she admits she's not always been great at. I'm learning how to slow down. I'm learning to say no. And I'm learning to really value my own voice. Not just the one on TV, but the one inside that keeps me alive. A message to the silent strugglers. Teddi ended her video with a tearful message to anyone feeling uncertain about their health. Don't let anyone talk you out of your own concern. You have one body, one life. Trust it, fight for it, and don't apologize for asking questions, even if they make someone uncomfortable. She credits her survival to persistence, intuition, and a refusal to accept easy answers. And in doing so, she's become more than just a former housewife. She's become a fierce advocate, a survivor, and a voice of hope for so many who are still fighting in silence. As she put it best, cancer underestimated me, but I won't let it do that again.